I'm so sick of isekais. The thing I hate about isekais is the fact that every time they go to like another world, it's never another fucking world. It's just a video game ass world.
Okay, so that right there is the homie Millie. Millie is one of my mutuals across multiple platforms, and when I saw this video, I was like, light bulb, because yeah, I get it. Like most isekais just feel like isekais and they feel like video games. But what I want to do is I want to talk about two isekais that I really enjoy that don't feel like isekais at all. You tend to watch them and forget, oh, this is an isekai. So let's get into it. So first up is drifters. And if you've never heard about drifters, well, if you spend any time here, get used to it, because anybody who follows me or has followed me across multiple platforms knows I'm gonna always find a reason to talk about drifters. Listen, I am obsessed. Now, drifters is by the same mangaka that created Hellsing. And I love the anime. I immediately had to start collecting the manga. I collect the physicals painstakingly, by the way, because they are actually really not that easy to collect. But when they recently announced the omnibus, they also finally announced that we're getting a volume 7 after 5 long years of waiting. So, yeah, I am excited about that. But that being said, this is an isekai. The whole premise behind this is that there's these two entities who are in a battle to destroy humanity and save humanity. It's honestly like, it feels like a game. Like they're playing a motherfucking game and people's lives are in the balance. So they are both getting people from different time periods, like historical figures from different periods of time, and pitting them against each other. One side is the ends and the other side is the drifters. And you have people like Joan of Arc, you have Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, you have Oda Nobunaga, you have Abe no Seimei, like all like star-studded, Rasputin. And the crazy thing is, the Dark King, we all have the theory that the Dark King is Jesus Christ. Even Hitler got isekai there. Like, it's crazy, but it's so good. And as you're watching, even though you constantly are seeing new people get isekai in, you just be forgetting it's an isekai. It's like a 12 episode anime, so it's easy to knock out. At the very end of the anime, it says see you in 20XXX, as if they were promising at some point we are gonna get another season. But as I said, we did only just get volume 7, so we're gonna be waiting a while. That being said, next, Saga of Tanya the Evil. Now listen to me. This is another one where I just forget it's an isekai. The premise behind it is that this up there, pretty high up there, salary man gets pushed in front of a train by his employee that he just fired earlier that day. And in the midst of getting ready to die, he get into an argument with the god. And he pretty much is like, I don't believe in miracles. I don't believe in gods. I don't believe in you, bitch. And and the guy's like, oh, really? Well, I tell you what, I will make you a believer. I'm going to isekai you to one of the worst worlds, to where you're going to have to call on me, because you're going to need me. Save me, God. Help me, Lord. And he gets isekai to this world that's like pretty much in the middle of a war that would be equivalent to like World War I. And he's a child, a little girl, blonde hair, blue-eyed little girl in this war-driven world. Like, he's very cold and calculating, and he uses a lot of his knowledge from being like a upper management businessman. And he ends up joining the army as this little girl and climbing the ranks of the Imperial Army. And the whole point is he's trying to get so high up in the ranks to where he doesn't have to see the front lines, and the god keeps stepping in and fucking that up for him. And he's just like, I don't care what you do, I'm never gonna believe in you. So it's just really about a man and his beef with a god and him being punished for it. it's just a really enjoyable anime. And when I tell you, he in that little girl's body, he strikes like fear in the hearts of grown ass men throughout the world. Like the devil of the skies, if I remember correctly, that's what they refer to her as in this world. They're like, it's a good anime. And I truly always am like forgetting that that bitch is actually an isekai.